welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be painting a quote for you. And this quote is really cool. It's actually from the show Doctor Who. And the quote goes, "I am and always will be the optimist, the hoper of far-flung hopes and the dreamer of improbable dreams." And I got the inspiration to do this painting from a suggestion that my husband Carl made. I think he was just literally like, I don't know, paint something from Doctor Who, and this is what I came up with. We both love that show. He actually introduced it to me around the time when we had first started dating, and it was still on Netflix at that time. So I slowly watched the entire series, and it was a little tough sell at first. I started with the Ninth Doctor. I started with Eccleston, who I fell in love with. He's still to this day my favorite Doctor. But it took me quite a few episodes to really get into it. The first episode I thought was really cheesy and really ridiculous and just not really my cup of tea at all. But once we got to the first Dalek episode, I was obsessed. It was so dramatic and so emotional and so unlike anything I'd seen before. Just the Doctor's backstory of being the only Time Lord and how emotional that was. And I just fell in love with the show from then on, and I've been hooked ever since. So I really love this quote in particular. When Carl suggested the idea of doing something from Doctor Who, I knew I was going to do a quote. And we kind of went back and forth over what we should do. Should we do something like, wibbly wobbly timey wimey, or don't blink, or something that's really iconic to the show? But I wanted to do something that even if you didn't know Doctor Who and you didn't love it, you would still have some value from it as a painting or as a quote. So did a little digging online and we found this one. And the reason why I really was attracted to this quote is that really just that first line, "I am and always will be the optimist." I just really love that confidence, and I love the commitment that's implied there. Because I think it's really easy when you're young, or really easy when times are good, to be an optimistic person and to be a hopeful person. When life is going fine and everything's going your way and no problems, I think everyone's just whatever, I'm optimistic, life's glass is half full, everything's great, full of hope, full of dreams, no big deal. But when he says "I am and always will be the optimist," that's in the face of a lot of really heavy stuff. It's not easy to hold on to your dreams, and it's not easy to hold on to hope when things are more challenging in life. And I really admire that commitment, that no matter what, I am and always will be the optimist. Whatever life throws my way, whatever, tragedies happen, whatever challenges I face, I'm going to stay this optimistic. And I think that's just very, very sweet. And I think that it's just such a great way to approach the world. I know I've definitely in my personal life been guilty of kind of losing hope at different moments when things get kind of rough for me. And I think just making that commitment to define yourself as an optimistic person and to always look towards hope and towards dreaming no matter what is just really something to aspire to. So I like this quote a lot. And a little bit about the painting. I was inspired to use sort of TARDIS colors and Van Gogh colors, really inspired by the TARDIS explosion painting, that sort of those bright cobalt blues and ultramarines and yellows. And so that was sort of the color scheme I chose. And then I did this sort of almost galaxy treatment in the background. It's not quite galaxy because it's really marbly and it's really busy, but that was sort of the inspiration for the textures that you'll see me painting here. So I'm really happy with how it turned out. This sort of marbly, wibbly wobbly design that I came up with. And it took a really, really long time, but I'm really happy with how it turned out, and I think it was really worth it in the end. And this is a really cool piece too, because I got to use 100% watercolors. I didn't really use any gouache for this painting, so that was pretty cool. And then I used a little bit of watercolor pencil too, which has been really fun to work with lately. So yeah, let's wrap this up. I will say that by the time this video is released, at the time of releasing, this will be available as a print in my shop. So if you really enjoy this quote as much as I do, please check it out. I think it'd be great to add to any collection of art, but that's just me. And if you're still listening and watching, please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Thank you so much for sticking around. If you want to subscribe, please do that as well. I release videos every Monday and Friday. And leave a comment if you want to tell me about anything, I guess. Like, what's your favorite Doctor Who quote? Is there something else I could have done? Are you an optimist or more of a pessimist? Like, how do you define that and sort of manage that in your life? I don't know. We could talk about anything. Just leave a comment and I promise to get back to you. So until my next video, be cute, be kind, love Bandit.